What it is, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in here to another episode here on the Speed Bug channel. Today we got an episode here about the GSXR, and I want to talk to you about, I've had this bike now for, I don't know, 7 months or so, 6-7 months or so. I got it in September of last year, August or something like that last year, and I want to go ahead and talk to you kind of about the issues and the reliability and everything that has really happened with this motorcycle, because I feel that it is important, and I know a lot of the Ducati owners are probably watching this video too, and they can't wait to hear me say all the negative shit about them. I'm about to talk about this bike. So let's get off, and first let me tell you about all of the main issues that I've had with this bike. And you get it. There hasn't been any, because it's not a Ducati. So yeah, that's right. That's a kick in the face to you fucking Ducati owners, because yes, those bikes are stupid, unreliable in my opinion. They're great for what they are on the racetrack and stuff like that, but overall, I haven't had a single issue with this bike in the however time since last August since I've had it, and I've racked on more miles on this bike particularly than all of my Ducatis combined. Now, I can also run into the factor of, this is a newer gen, because this is the old gen and this is a 600. Between both of these now have about 10,000 miles between the two, and I've tightened the chain one time on this one and one time on this one and done nothing but oil changes. So that's more than I could say for the Ducatis. Now, I've purposely, as I do with everything, just go over every nut and bolt every few thousand miles or so, just to validate and make sure that everything is always on the up and up, because the last thing you want, it doesn't matter what brand of bike it is, that you're hauling ass, flying around doing whatever, and a fairing comes loose, because we can know these things can be not only in the hundreds, but some of them are even in the thousands of dollars, especially some of the more expensive bike and the premium bikes like the Ducatis or the Aprilias and stuff like that, where the side fairing is definitely going to be a little bit more than a traditional Suzuki fairing. But overall, I haven't had any issues or anything like that, besides the 5 things that I dislike about the bike, the things that I was just griping on. But as any mechanical issues or anything like that, nothing. Nothing with my flash, even the aftermarket stuff that I've put on. If anything, it's just helping improve the bike, the way that the bike is ran. Due to a couple high-speed runs and stuff like that, the back tire is starting to obviously crown a little bit in the center, but that's kind of given just the way I've been riding. I've been doing quite a bit of drag racing and stuff with it, so it's definitely going to wear out a little bit more in the center than it is going to wear out on the edges. Haven't, again, leaned too heavily and stuff on this bike. Florida is also very flat, but then again, I bought this bike to purposely take down and do a lot of drag racing with the BMW and such like that. So, no issues or anything, nothing with the gauge cluster, no bolts coming loose, no additional recalls that at least Suzuki has reached out to me with. I am the first owner of this bike, and I still obviously live in the same address where the motorcycle was registered to when I got the MSO from from Suzuki, so they would know and alert me, obviously, if there was any recalls pending for this motorcycle. And periodically, I do check with the VIN on the Highway and Safety website to validate and just make sure that maybe they didn't send anything out, but everything else is covered. Just the only recall that came out, and this has happened before I bought the motorcycle, which was there was an ECU recall for just the 17 models, and that was fixed before I even took possession of the motorcycle, months and months and months before. And that happened like right when the motorcycle or so was released. But for the ones that got it like first day, then they would have to have gone ahead and take it out. But if this thing was still sitting on the showroom floor or anything like that, the dealer and stuff like that took care of it. But everything else has really been flawless with the bike. I have nothing but great things to say about this bike, and I'm giving you a 100% now unbiased opinion, even if I know if you don't believe me. But I would tell you if this thing had a bunch of problems and stuff like that, because if it does have a bunch of problems, I as much as I love the brand and everything like that and love Suzuki's, if it was messed up and stuff like that, I just wouldn't want to put up with it. Hell, I loved the way those Ducatis and everything looked and loved having them into the garage. But as I told you guys before, I never walked in my garage and was like, hey, it's going to be a Panigale day. Hey, it's going to... I can't wait to go home and ride my Ducatis. It was more, I can't wait to go home and kind of look at them, because if I rode them, I didn't want to deal with any of the bullshit. And I don't have any bullshit to deal with on this bike. And nonetheless, it's still just as comfortable as it was on day one. And I have nothing but great things to say about it so far. But if something does major happen, or if it does have to go in for a warranty, any type of fix or anything like that, I definitely will let you guys know. But the small things that I said that I didn't report on all of the Ducati videos and stuff like that, I'm trying to be a little bit more transparent with you guys and let you guys know if I do anything to maintenance any of these bikes, or what to watch out for, because there may be something on my bike that may have happened to one of your bikes. There are a bunch of Suzuki followers and stuff like that, so I also want to make sure I capture that audience and capture that information for you guys. But so far, nothing off the back. It's been pretty much flawless. But again, if something does come up or anything like that, even if I'm doing some other mod video or something, that's, let's say this bolt or something backed out, I'm gonna let you guys know, because I think that it's pretty important. So and then for all I know, I mean, let's just say if it's this one, there could be 10 or 15 other bikes where this bolt continuously decides to back out. But now we have a history, and we can address that issue if maybe anyone else is having. But so far, I haven't had any issues. But if I have any Suzuki followers actually watching, if you guys have had any issues with your Suzuki, let me know. This is a 2017. Again, let me know, and I would like to know, just so I have a frame of reference. You can just comment below or anything like that, and we should be all good and all Gucci. I mean, hell, even the chain, as much as I've done wheelies and a bunch of drag racing and stuff like that, it's still very tight from the time that I last tightened it. And I tightened it, I want to say, at like 800 or 900 miles, and you're supposed to tighten it at like the first 600 or so, and it wasn't loose. So I just checked it and obviously kept riding, and it's been flawless ever since. So, I just, as I did in my other cleaning video, I always wipe it down, wipe the chain grease and stuff like that. It slings off because I use WD-40 and stuff like that. So I keep that whole area clean and stuff like that. Quick shifter's been flawless, gauge cluster's been flawless, and everything like that. But again, I will let you guys know if anything does happen, or something starts to wig out with my software, my ECU, or something like that, and you guys will be the first to know. But I figured you guys would actually kind of get a good kick out of that video. This was a little stab at the ducks, but I'm just, it's all in good faith and stuff like that. But there will actually be one making it back here to the channel pretty soon. It's not going to be mine. It's going to be a fellow subscriber, and I will be doing a review on that motorcycle, in a review in a two-part way of my type of review, because of the way I review the motorcycles, and of course how the motorcycle actually is, and not just bashing it or anything because it's a Ducati. No, you cannot do it or go into that mindset, or go into it with a negative mindset, just because it may not be my brand of preference, but I still will absolutely give it a 100% honest review. They have actually asked me to review their motorcycle, and potentially maybe some of their sports cars and stuff like that. So there will be some other different kinds of content about that coming soon. So for the Ducati followers, you guys will be happy, and it will be a specific Ducati that I have not actually owned. So one of the four that was actually in the garage before, it is not one of them. So I'm not going to give it away, but stay tuned for that. That one will be coming soon. But we're going to keep on going, and she's on the lift. We're going to go out and ride. It's a beautiful day. And, oh yes, I wanted, for the people that did ask me, yes, my lift does work, as you guys can see. That's actually why I have it on the lift here. So it does work. But I think that's going to wrap it up here for today's video, and everything is going great. I hope you guys are having a great, fantastic day. And we guess we will see you for another episode here on the Speedbug channel. Facebook, Instagram, at the Speedbug, same name here as YouTube. Almost messed up my own shit. Peace.